Okay, alright. Technical problems here, guys. Oh, it's my fucking microphone that's going.
Here
of course,
we are.
That's bad.
We are now we're
round 2.
live.
My
And
microphone's not, but wow,
all right,
guys.
everybody, welcome to a Saturday edition of HWR's Four Corner Rants. We have a lot going on. Wow.
Oh, the sure as hell do.
Yeah.
Including technical issues.
Including technical issues. Well, and let's just put it like this. I'm flipping the scenes right now. We're going to go on stay on this page. And we are doing tonight's Money in the Bank picks, as well as talk about some news. Holy cow, rumors flying around. And another thing is we're going to do some commentary on tonight's NXT's TakeOver. Holy crap, wow, we got a lot going on tonight. The show is now officially on Saturday nights because I work during the week. Go ahead, Rick.
Oh, no, I was just saying, while you were still getting things ready, we were talking about CM Punk and his very embarrassing loss.
Yeah.
That's not a surprise. You know what? Since he jumped in, he is the CEO of HWR. He is our own Rick Head. Rick, how's it going? Yes, and CM Punk lost again.
Yeah, well, like I said, we talked about that before, but yeah, people even inside the UFC circuit are saying he doesn't belong here, and I'm talking about some of the commentators, producers. They're all saying, "Hey, look, you tried twice, you failed utterly twice. Time to go."
Yep, and he is the incomparable one, Lance Moss. Lance, wow, we have a lot going on tonight.
Oh, absolutely. Got some redneck gourmet food cooking as we speak. Got some coffee and got something a little stronger. So let's have some fun.
All right, if you can hear my granddaughter who's very pissed off. Yep.
Did you tell him that Impact hasn't closed yet?
Yeah, she's being a real pain.
Or they,
Hold on, I gotta chase her. Let me introduce Kayla. Kayla, tell everybody how you doing.
I'm not doing good. I am in pain. I had dental surgery.
Wow, this is so far been probably one of our more interesting shows of the week.
Within like 5 minutes already.
We had technical problems at the moment, so all right, guys, let's try to get some in the room. What were your thoughts on Monday Night Raw?
Nothing like giving a little girl a whole box of Jenga.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, Kayla. The four tag team matches. I'm sorry, the 8-man woman tag team matches were probably, but other than that,
I do have to say that was insanely awesome. Like, it had me on the edge of my seat. That was the only match too that would do it. Had me on the edge of my seat the entire match. I didn't know what was going on. It changed left and right, who was in control. It was amazing.
All right. I'm kind of lost. What was it you guys were talking about?
We were just kind of just shooting the shit while you were, until we were ranting on about how bad Raw was. And we, you know what, we got,
the 4-way match between the Raw girls that's going to compete tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you know what? That should be on paper. It should be a good match. I understand that Lana's really being trained. She's taking the opportunity to train really hard. So that's an achievement there to her coming up. But you know what? Real quick, I want to throw this out there. Right after our HWR Four Corners rants, we will be jumping into tonight's TakeOver. And somebody's got the phone going too. But I want to give kudos to everybody, if you guys look at your screen, to the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. He is on now the WWE 2K19. What an accomplishment for a man who deserves everything, every accolade that he gets from the WWE. I gotta say, he worked really hard. Congrats to AJ Styles on being put on the cover. Rick, I gotta say this again. Here is my mean granddaughter. He is the first non-homegrown WWE talent to appear on a video game box for a different promotion. You know, we could say Brock Lesnar, but Brock is a WWE product. Everybody in the that has appeared is a WWE product. AJ Styles, totally different.
You know, absolutely. You know, a few years ago, if I told you 5 or 6 years ago that AJ Styles would have beaten John Cena, been a multi-time WWE champion, let alone on the cover of the WWE, the game cover, everybody would have been like, you're out of your mind, not going to happen. But you know what? AJ Styles, as you said, he earned it. He clawed his way to the top, and you know what? He does deserve it. And sooner or later, obviously, he'll be in the WWE Hall of Fame. No questions asked on that one. It's interesting that you brought that up, because Jericho actually did an interview and he said that he over in the Japan, he doesn't mind working a little bit because it's kind of like, outside of he won't work for other companies while inside the U.S. because he said it feels like it's disrespect to Vince McMahon, who pretty much put him on the map. Despite his run in ECW and WCW, he took Chris Jericho to the next level. So he said absolutely not on any place. So.
Well, with AJ, it's almost kind of a given. I mean, you got to have the face that runs the place on the cover of the thing that's blue. It is what it is. And with Y2J winning the title, well, the thing about Y2J in this current Japan run is I like the fact that he is two completely different characters in America and in Japan. He's even said, in Japan, the guy that has if you want the guy that has the flashy jacket and the clipboard, that guy doesn't exist here. So, hey, cool, awesome. Yeah.
All right. Well, you know what, guys? We do have the Money in the Bank again this Sunday. And then we got a long list, guys. It's like 10 matches, and it's supposed to be a 4-hour show. Let's get start off with the opening one. It's going to be Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass. We do not know what the kicker is, but that's probably the beginning one. As we all know, Daniel Bryan just recently came back from a 2-year injury. Everybody thought he was retired. But he came back, but he's not really been like over stellar. Everybody's expecting a huge comeback. He came back, and once he made that comeback run, the pop kind of went down a little bit, but he has to face Big Cass. And even though he's fought in people twice his size, he has to wrestle a different manner. So, Lance, I'm going to kick it over to you. Who would you pick?
I'm gonna go with Daniel Bryan. I don't know why, just going with it.
You know, and I can see that again because WWE wants to put them over, but you know what? Big Cass also needs to be put over. So
Yeah.
I'm wondering if this match will probably end in some kind of a disqualification or, you know, not a clean cut win, or, you know, on either one.
Yeah.
Kayla, your thoughts?
Well, let's see here. First, I need to do a shout out really quick to my tag team partner, Dark Suede. First time he's listening to this show, so hey, Dark.
Uh-oh.
Anyhow, oh, did it cut me off?
No, I just think us.
Oh, okay. Anyway, as far as Daniel Bryan and Big Cass goes, I mean, I'm not really a Daniel Bryan fan. I would like to see Cass win the match because it would put him over more as a heel, and people would take him more seriously. Right now, he's just a joke.
Well, the man
Fair
is
enough.
a joke.
Go ahead, Joe.
I am back. Yes, my granddaughter went to go eat, so she is freaking out. Hold on.
Okay, well, right now we are on Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass.
And
Both.
pretty much, I gotta agree with Kayla. Big Cass is being treated as a joke. Hey, when he submitted cleanly to Daniel Bryan, that's a problem. That's kind of a slap to the face for a guy who's like 6 foot, almost 7 feet, and really doing, you know, could do a lot more. But I'm gonna say it straight. This match, I'm gonna give it to Cass for the fact that they're gonna give him this on a minor pay-per-view, and they'll give Bryan the rubber band on the bigger pay-per-view. Over in the YouTube channel in HWR's show, I don't know if anybody said anything. George is commenting. He sees that gives us a big wave. So how you doing, George? Thanks for watching, and we're hoping we can get more activity because tonight we do have a lot to continue going. So go ahead, Rick. Take over.
All right. Well, yeah, my headset's been kind of a little wonky lately, so time for a replacement. But the next match is the Intercontinental Championship. Seth Rollins will be defending against Elias. Now, despite Elias has had a few wins and losses, been kind of like sporadic, but he's definitely over the fans with that. You know, WWE stands for Walk with Elias. So you know, he defeated Seth Rollins cleanly last week, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. That's how Rumble Raw was. No, actually, no. That's where they did the Elias came out with the guitar. But anyways, if I had to give the win, I have to say Seth Rollins. If they give it to Elias, I'll be shocked. And Mike's over to you.
Well, just because he's been, I just think it's time for Elias to at least get one strap with him. You know, I just think it's time he needs a strap. Why not?
And you know what? That is fair because you know, Seth Rollins, you know, he's one of the top guys. I think this is just an extra title that's got to be under his. He can put on his mantle. Kayla, over to you. Your thoughts: Seth Rollins or Elias?
I have to go with Seth Rollins. What really has struck me, though, recently with Elias is he was given these big matches, like, forever, and now all of a sudden, you know, we're not seeing too much of him in the ring lately. He was in the Elimination Chamber. He was in so many good matches. So I don't know if WWE is giving up on him, saying this is going to be his last hurrah for big matches or what. But I do have to stick with Rollins.
Okay.
Fair enough. Joe, you with us?
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? I'm gonna go like this. You know, we seen Elias take a couple of, you know, losses, but I think this is going to be it for him. I think they're why give him such a big push with the guitar? Why do all this? I think this is going to be the surprise. This is going to be the match, and he's gonna really shine tonight, and tomorrow night, and he's gonna win the Intercontinental Championship. Reason I say that, because I could see Seth Rollins moving to the next tier, going back to challenging for the World Heavyweight Championship. We can agree, Roman Reigns is done. No matter how many marks out there, he is done. Lance, go ahead. Delete
him.
You know what? I'm going to disagree with you for a second on there, Joe. Now, for now, I could see him definitely be gone, but make no mistake, he'll be getting more title runs as the time goes on. But in the near immediate future, yes. But again, we digress. I think, honestly, the next match I want to go to is Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn. This is just going to be a piss break or a squash because Sami Zayn's been losing to lesser people. Now Bobby Lashley's come back into the mix, so obviously they got to give him some kind of a push, Joe.
You know what? A couple of things I have to say about this match. What? Is that a match going on? Yay, bravo! Bring on the midgets. You know, hey, honey, the midgets are wrestling. Or let's bring the kids to the midgets, or bring the midgets to the kids, whichever one. That's going to be more entertaining than watching this match. I could care less for Sami Zayn taking on Tony Atlas version 2. Thank you, Lance. I really have no interest in this match. It's just something that they had to throw together just to kind of just try to push. I was gonna say Tony Atlas to kind of push Bobby Lashley, because let's face it, his reaction back, everybody was like, "Oh, it's that jobber." Yep. That's really what I got to say about that.
Lance, over to you.
Well, the only thing I enjoyed about this entire angle, and this is it, when they did the whole Sami Zayn jumping Bobby Lashley right after he did the obstacle course, I thought that was a good move. Everything else was a dumpster fire. So I'm gonna hell with it. I'm going to give it to Bobby Lashley.
All right, Kayla, over to you, hon.
Okay. First off, Joe, midget lives matter, okay?
I agree. Everybody should have a midget in their pocket.
I am a midget.
Yeah, but you could probably kick my ass. So I
probably could.
Well,
anyways.
Joe, she's a Southern woman. Of course she could kick your ass.
Oh, I know about you Southern
bless
people.
your heart while I'm doing it.
I know you Southern people. You scared me out of Tennessee.
Yeah.
Anyhow, back to the topic. I'm going to be the wild card. I'm going to say Zayn by cheating somehow or another. He's going to win it.
Bringing out his sisters.
There you go.
Oh, God. Yes, Rick. Very
okay. Well, I had already gave my pick because, like I said, Bobby Lashley needed the obvious push, and Zayn, well, he's been jobbing anybody, so why not? Let's go on to the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. It is the Bludgeon Brothers versus the Club, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. This one, is it the Bludgeon Brothers that has the titles,
yes.
or is it okay, so they are they are defending champions. For them to take it away, I think it would kill the Bludgeon Brothers push, which is really working. For some reason, WWE's kind of like phased out Gallows and Anderson's push, so I'm going with the Bludgeon Brothers. Over to you, Joe.
Absolutely. You know what? We need a dominant team, and the Bludgeon Brothers are that. They're the old school. I'm going to kick. They remind me so much of Demolition, except that they got a more of a moveset. But you know what? These guys, they need to have a long reign. They need to get out there and they need to stay as champions for a while. Demolish teams left to right until they do a joint big pay-per-view and then cross teams over. Keep it on the Bludgeon Brothers. That's what I say.
Absolutely. Kayla, over to you. Your thoughts.
Bludgeon Brothers all the way.
Yeah, bank on that.
And I just don't see them, as much as I love Gallows and Anderson, I just don't see them taking the belts off the Bludgeon Brothers.
Nah.
No.
I don't know. I'm just wondering why they're doing this as the pre-show instead of it being on the actual show.
You know, and that's a good question, because that match is a quality good match. Without the stupid good brothers or whatever crap, these guys are very talented. They have won titles in New Japan. They're part of the Bullet Club. Why would you want to job these guys when they got so much potential? You know, give them the shot, give them the chance, and hell, we never know what can happen. I say let them keep the titles, and we go from there, and give them a good reign. Rick, are you back here?
Yeah, right now, again, guys, my mic is going to be kind of like a little twitchy, so if you get some dry time, just, kind of cover for me. Well, let's move on to the next match, and that is Roman Reigns versus Jinder Mahal. As we know, this feud happened, back in 2017, and it has since refueled, but no title is on the line. Honestly, I think Roman Reigns is going to need this win, and Jinder Mahal, well, is Jinder Mahal. So, I'm going with Roman Reigns.
All right. You know what? I'm going to do a quick shout-out before I go on with my pick. First of all, they're watching our stream in GameStop. So if you could pass it around and let more people listen to our show, I would appreciate it. And that's BC Games and More. BC and his wife, Mrs. A, Carrie Allenbacker and Joseph Allenbacker, they're listening to the program while shopping. So they're in a good place, GameStop. So thanks, guys, for being part. George also is listening in. So, you know what? I'm going to go like this. Jinder Mahal needs this match more than Roman Reigns. And honestly, I could care less about Roman Reigns, so please gift this match to Jinder Mahal.
All right, Lance, I know you're not much of a Roman Reigns fan, but which one? Who do you really think this match really needs to go to?
Who really needs it is Jinder, but because John Boy rules apply with Roman, Roman's picking up the win.
Fair enough. Kayla, finally over to you.
This is mainly going to be my piss break, but
I'm
just going to say probably more than likely Roman will win it.
And let's go over to it's Carmella versus Asuka. Now, you would suspect that this is just going to be pretty much a slaughter with, Asuka getting the win. That's probably why Carmella was able to cash in. I've never seen any talent in Carmella, but I'm hoping for Asuka to get the win, but I got a weird feeling that Carmella will win or via count-out or some kind of other technicality. Lance, over to you. Your thoughts.
Well, Mella might be money, but Asuka's going to kill her.
Fair enough. Joe, over to you. Your thoughts.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah. Kayla, you with us?
I'm here.
Okay.
Yep.
Carmella or Asuka?
Let's see here. I'm going to say Carmella, mainly because she's probably just going to take the title, like, in the middle of the match and, like, leave the building.
Yeah, so like a win by, like I said, possibly she's going to win. It's not going to be a clean 1-2-3. It's going to be some kind of disqualification or something like that. So, unfortunately, yeah, Asuka can get the win with the title. I'll say 70% chance she's going to get it, but there's always that X factor.
Yep.
And then we have the Raw Women's Champion. It's Nia Jax versus Ronda Rousey. Oh, God. Why is Rousey even getting a title run? I think we could do an entire show for her. Right now, in the middle of the storyline is Natalya is kind of caught in the middle. She's personal friends with Nia Jax, but she's also Ronda Rousey's partner. So you got to wonder, will she be a factor in this? And could that help either Nia keep the title or hand it over to Rousey? Joe, over to you. And he's still not with us. So, Lance, your pick.
Well, I've thought about this, and you're probably not going to like when I say this, but hear me out, all right? I see Ronda winning it, but
Shut up.
but instant cash in and, well, then a title change. I don't know who from Raw is going to cash in, but they'll give it to her and then instantly take it away.
All right. Fair enough. And Joe, are you with us? Apparently not. So
Jesse Carter's came to his house again.
Oh, Lord.
yeah, he's hiding. Natalya, Lana, Becky Lynch, Naomi, and Charlotte. Now that's of course from Raw and SmackDown mixed. I would, if I would, somebody I would like to see win it.